Are you the nice guy? Are you the guy that's always been there for everybody else? You consider yourself to be a nice guy. You show up when somebody needs you or somebody that people can rely on. You're the reliable guy. You're the one who maybe a girlfriend calls you and she's like, "Oh, I need a ride somewhere." And you're like, "Yeah, no problem. I can do that." Or I need help with something. "Yeah, no problem. I can do that." Or your guy friends call up and say, "Hey, I'm moving on this day. Can you help me out?" "Yeah, no problem. I'll move some stuff around." Even with your wife or your kids or your girlfriend, you're always the one who is giving. You're the one who gives, you give freely, but you don't realize what's going on. People just keep taking. You give and they continuously take from you. And then when you need something, they're nowhere to be found. You can't find them for nothing, or they've got excuses coming out the yin yang, and you're going, "Wait a minute, I'm always there for you. But yet when I ask you, you're not there for me." And then when you say, "I'm not going to do this anymore. I'm not going to be there for them." And then they call and you feel guilty if you say no because you've always said yes. If that's you, this video is for you. I know what that feeling's like. I've gone through that. I've been that nice guy. I became that nice guy. I used to be an asshole. I used to be the guy who didn't care about anybody. I didn't really put anyone's needs over my own. And for years, I was told how much of an asshole I was. So I started to transition to be the nice guy. But at what expense? What was that doing to me? It was crushing my soul. It was eating me alive from the inside out because I started to care more about what other people thought of me than what I thought of myself. I would just always do it. That's just who I became. That was not who I was. I wasn't always an asshole. I was just stern. I wasn't going to do things for people. I would help out here and there, and then it became a constant. I was the nice guy. And then I started to say, like, nice guys finish last. I would always get shit on. I would get shit on by my girlfriends. I would get shit on by friends. And it just kept happening. No matter what I did, nothing got better. It was because I was just trying to be the nice guy. I didn't want anything in return. I just wanted friends. Like, I just wanted to be friends. So the question is, why? Why was I doing all of that? Why was I trying to reach for these people who clearly weren't really connected to me? They weren't really there for me, but they were there to use me. The more that I gave, the more they took. I don't know if you ever hear about that. Givers give and takers take. And that's what happens. And I considered myself to be a nice guy. I was always going to help. But when I wanted help, I asked for help. No one was there. And it kept happening over and over again. So what did I need to do? And this transpired into my relationships. And this is why I got walked all over. I don't know how you feel in your relationships, but if you're the nice guy, you're probably feeling like you're getting walked all over on a regular basis. You're trying to just go along to get along, and yet it's sucking the life out of you. What happens? You feel angry. You feel resentment. You get bitter. That's not who you are. And that's what I teach in my Man Alive men's coaching program. I help men who are feeling dead inside remember who the fuck they are. It's time for you to remember who you are. I've got a free community. You can check the link out down below. It is insane that I continued to do that. I continued to be the nice guy. I continued to go along to get along. I continued to be the reliable guy. I had a girlfriend of mine in high school. She was just a friend of mine, and she was at the bar and she needed a ride home because she was drunk, getting hit on, whatever. All right, yeah, I'll come get you. Just to make sure you got home safe, right? That was my concern. And it was, "You're so reliable." It's like, gee, thanks. So reliable. What an incredible feeling that is, right? But that's you. And if you're relating to this video right now or what I'm saying, That happens far too often. So what can you do about it? What you can do about it is stop doing it. But how do you stop doing it? You got to start putting yourself as a priority. Why is that? Because right now you're actually trying to get something from those people. You're trying to get approval. That's why you keep doing it, and you feel guilty if you don't, because you still want their approval. Even though me saying this, you're going, no, I don't want their approval. Subconsciously, you want their approval. I know it's crazy, but you actually do want something from them. You want approval. You want them to think you're a great guy and you're great friends with them, but yet they just take advantage of you. So now you want to look at, how do I turn this around? How do I become a good man? Because being the nice guy hasn't gotten you anywhere. One of my clients, Mark, he was the nice guy. He was doing everything for everyone. But his family started to suffer. His family life was suffering. His kids were angry. His wife wasn't happy. He was just trying to stay away from home because that area of his life was disconnected. He was disconnected from them, but he wanted all of his friends to approve of him. And there's many reasons as to why that was. But at the end of the day, he was trying to get that approval, even though he wasn't getting it, because whenever he needed help, there was no one to be found. So what is it to be a good man? What does that look like? And how do you do that? Step one is you have to figure out what you want for yourself. However you want to be perceived. I mean, just as a good guy, as a good man, you're strong in your values. You're strong in what you're willing to do. You can still help your friends, but you have to have limitations. You have to have boundaries, strong boundaries, when they know that you're not the guy that's just going to run to them whenever they need something. If they need your help and you're available, or you can, you want to help out, great. If you don't, then you just say, I'm not available to do that. That right there might have stung a little bit, but this is what you need to do to take your strength back. It's taking back who you are, stepping into who you are. Because you're not this fragile person. You're a strong guy. I mean, if someone else said something to you, you might be ready to fight. It's like, who are you talking to? But when it comes to your friends and you wanting their approval, it's very different. Now it's stepping into setting boundaries. Who are you? Who are you? Do you know yourself? What do you want? What do you want for yourself? What do you want for your family? If you have a family, do you want to have a family? What does that look like? Are you always catering to your girlfriend? Are you always the guy she can just call up and say, I need this, I need that, and you just do it and you get it done? But yet she doesn't reciprocate. She doesn't give anything back to you. She's not bringing anything to you. She's just taking. And that happens far too often. We give. Us as givers, I'm still a giver, but I just had to learn how to give in a way that isn't as hard. It's not as hard to give because I give freely without any expectations. I know who's taking advantage and who's not. I have no one in my life anymore that takes advantage of myself and what I'm willing to do. I'll help out, sure, but they also know that there's a chance I might say no. And they don't bother me anymore. They don't come to me anymore. Why? Because they weren't truly my friends. I have a very small group of people now versus a bigger group of people that I hung out with. And it's just simply because now I know who's who. And now I give to those people. It's like the tree when it sways the wind, right? You just have to know which way to sway and where the wind's blowing. Again, this is what I teach in the Man Alive program. If you have gotten this far and you want to get some help with this and you're saying, you know what, I'm ready, I want to jump in, I need to overcome this feeling, I hate feeling like this, click the link below, book yourself a one-on-one time, and I'll just have a conversation with you. I have nothing to sell you. I just want to talk to you, get to know you, see if there's something that I can help you with in the moment. And if there's a good fit and I think the program might be good for you, I'll just let you know. It's completely up to you, but I won't try and sell you on the spot. I'll invite you to another call if that's something that you're up to. Maybe I'll just be able to help you get past this and move forward. Anyway, that's it for now. Thank you. Take care. We'll talk to you soon.